We are glad to see you at the State Forensic Examination Committee of the Republic of Belarus. The first post-Soviet unified expert agency was created on the basis of expert institutions and subdivisions, such as the Ministries of Emergency Situations, Internal Affairs, Justice, Defense, and the State Medical Forensic Examination Service. As a military agency, the State Committee had the official heraldic symbols, the emblem, the chest insignia for merit, and the flag of the State Committee. As a special symbol of honor, valor, and glory, on 19 December 2014, the President of the Republic of Belarus, during a solemn ceremony, handed the flag of the State Committee. The State Committee is headed by the Chairman, Major General of Justice Andrei Shved. His deputies are Yuri Ovseyuk, Chief State Forensic Medical Examiner of the Republic of Belarus, and Major Generals of Justice, Maxim Voronin, Pyotr Vrublevsky, Sergei Yevmenenko. The system of expert agency is built vertically. The central office, the region directorates, and the Minsk City Directorate, district and inter-district departments. This system of subordination can effectively solve all tasks entrusted to the State Committee at all levels. Legal and organizational bases of the agency's activity are defined by the Act of the State Forensic Examination Committee of the Republic of Belarus. According to the Act, the main task of the expert agency creation is implementation of common state policy in the field of forensic examination activity. This Act defines the basic functions. In the State Committee, more than 160 different types and subtypes of expertise are conducted. Annually, experts perform more than 350,000 expert researches. Central Office, at the head of the State Committee system, regulates and manages the field of forensic expert activity. The structure of the Central Office includes expert subdivisions, general directorates of criminalistic examination, of special, technical, forensic medical, and forensic psychiatric examinations. The General Directorate of Criminalistic Examinations holds the next types of examinations: fingerprint, ballistic, of etched and thrown weapons, portrait, and phototechnical. Handwriting, technical examination of documents, traceological, autotechnical, and road examinations. More than 82,000 traditional criminalistic examinations are held annually. General Directorate of Special Examinations conducts fire, explosion examinations, examinations of scent traces of man, examinations of materials, substances and products, examinations of soil. Over 29,000 of special examinations are held annually. Due to the high demand among the law enforcement bodies, special attention is given to drug examinations. Expert equipment and walk-round-the-clock of chemical experts allow to detect the presence of illicit substances in the studied object within 40 minutes. The General Directorate of Technical Examinations carries out the next types of examinations: computer examinations, examinations of mobile and electronic devices, phonoscopic, construction and engineering, merchandising, and economic. In order of prompt and qualitative support for investigation in solving crimes in the sphere of high technologies, the hardware, and software have been upgraded. Modern systems allow to study the latest computer technologies and the rapidly changing mobile devices. About 8,000 of technical examinations are carried out every year. The General Directorate of Forensic Medical Examinations carries out examination of corpse, individual, biological examinations, chemical and biochemical, medical criminalistic, and histological. One of the most demanded examinations is the genetic examination. Human genotypes are studied and certain animal species are identified. Over 175,000 forensic medical examinations are carried out annually. Some of them are held only in the central office due to the complexity and the necessity of a complex approach. The examination results of quality of providing medical aid are usually fundamental in making decisions on the correctness of action of medical workers during treatment. The General Directorate of Forensic Psychiatric Examinations holds psychiatric, psychological, sexological, and psychophysiological examinations using polygraph. Currently, such examinations are carried out concerning persons suspected or accused only of crimes against sexual integrity and freedom. Interministerial Scientific and Methodological Council was established under the State Committee in order to facilitate implementation of common state policy in the sphere of scientific and methodological support of forensic activity, solution of common methodological problems in carrying out expert researches. Among the members of the Council are representatives of 11 state agencies, including courts, law enforcement agencies, and higher educational establishment. The Council reviews and recommends to use methodological materials on carrying out the examinations that are included in Register of Forensic Methodologies and other methodological materials of the State Committee. We are currently maintain 8 criminal databases, which are almost automated. Annually, about 20% of crimes are solved with the help of them. Due to the fingerprint database, individuals involved in crimes, unidentified corpses of persons with changed data are identified. DNA database contains genotypes. With the help of DNA database, persons who have committed crime are identified, as well as unidentified corpses. The human scent traces, as a full-scale samples seized during proceedings, are placed in the database. Phonogram database of voice and speech contains phonograms of voice and speech of unidentified and identified persons suspected and accused of committing crimes. Database of photographic images of persons contains information on unidentified corpses and individuals who are of interest to investigation. Database of fake banknotes, standard document forms, and official documents with fake details, printing methods and imitation of protection methods of which are detected on the territory of the Republic of Belarus for the first time. Database of bullets, shells, and cartridges with traces of firearm seized during the proceedings, and the results of experimental shooting of firearms owned by legal entities and citizens. Database of traceological traces contains images from the crime scene of unsolved crimes, such as traces of shoes, vehicles, and tools of break-in. Crime scene examination is one of the most important investigative steps. The result of it, as a rule, make it possible to determine quickly the circumstances of the crime and convict criminals. The forensic experts have knowledge and skills in using criminalistic tools and carrying out the high-efficiency level of searching and seizure of traces at the crime scene. In order of qualified crime scene examinations outdoors or in low visibility, the mobile laboratories are used: criminalistics, fire, and road. The Central Office of the State Committee is the only body realizing licensing of forensic activity in the Republic of Belarus. It sets the order of training of persons who intend to carry out forensic activities, assigns them the qualification of forensic expert, and monitors the compliance with the legislation on licensing. The State Committee carries out the certification of service and civilian weapons, ammunition, and products constructively similar to them. Testing laboratory was created on the basis of the Research Department of Arms and Ammunition and was accredited by the National Accreditation System on compliance with the requirements of standards of the Republic of Belarus. The State Committee is actively expanded cooperation of the Republic of Belarus with expert institutions abroad and international organizations in the sphere of forensic activity. Every year, the international conferences and seminars are held. Experts are actively involved in various international forums. They work back-to-back with the European Network of Forensic Science Institutes. As of today, 8 agreements on cooperation have been signed. Another 12 are on their way to be signed shortly. The State Committee has subordinate organizations: Scientific and Practical Center, which is addressing scientific and technological challenges in the field of forensics and criminology, carries out scientific, methodological, and informational support of forensic activities. Institute of Further Training and Retraining that provides additional adult educational programs. Republican Unitary Enterprise Белсудэкспертobеспечение, which produces and sells packages for material evidence and other items, as well as carrying out forensic construction and engineering, economic examinations. In 2015, the State Committee established Scientific and Practical Magazine, Forensic Examination of Belarus, and the news bulletin in which the results of scientific research and practical information in the field of forensic activities are published. The team of authors includes expert scientists and practitioners from abroad. Their publication is aimed to unify methodological approaches to conducting expert studies in the country. In order to keep the employees fit and promote the healthy way of life, annual sports events are held. The team of the State Committee successfully participates in interministerial competitions. Particular attention is given to charity. Every year we visit and provide annotation to specialist organizations involved in treatment and rehabilitation of children with disabilities, as well as children's sports schools. Thank you for your attention.